Hey Alex, I played almost every Crash Bandicoot games and I changed my opinion a lot about this franchise.
How do you change?
I realized that non-Crash games after Naughty Dog were really good. How they have many problems, but the people don't know it cause they have nostalgia with the games.
Okay, explain me better.
Crash Bandicoot, made by Naughty Dog and released for PS1, was incredible. That game created a unique aesthetic, kinda tribal and something's kinda scary. Look the lights out level, look the Cortex song, it's a children's game but that can have a dark interpretation of all. Even bring a satisfactory gameplay, good to play, fluid and with memorable characters. Crash Bandicoot 2 improved everything of previous game, brings better graphics, new elements in your gameplay, new characters, more variety of scenarios. It virtually established almost every standards that make up Crash games, and Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped was the apex of everything. After that, Naughty Dog created Crash Team Racing, a racing spin-off that did many success, and with Naughty Dog departure, many developers made Crash games but none had the same quality of Naughty Dog games, except the Crash Bandicoot 4 that I didn't play it. Let's start with Crash Bash, a better version of Mario Party released in 2000. Firstly, the graphics are worse than Naughty Dog games. Serious, what is this? Why he's like that? What the fuck? That game have multiple minigames, cause after a long time, Crash Bash turned a repetitive apart from that many cool minigames only unlock after you beat the game. The AI is consistent cause one time she stay good and other times she stay bad. Still, yes, Don't is a bad game. In truth, Crash Bash is one of the best games after Naughty Dog, but don't stop having negative things. The second game after Naughty Dog's Crash Wrath of Cortex, also called Crash Bandicoot 4 in Japan before the true Crash 4 really exists. And same that this game being funny, sorry, but it's horrible. The colorful's dead. Look that level of Crash 2 that takes place on snow. Look how he's full of life. Now look at that level of Crash Wrath of Cortex that also takes place on snow. This is very bad. These scenarios are dead. That game is ugly. Look at these graphics. What the fuck? In 2001 even existed most beautiful games. The innovations are not useful. The ball levels are trash. The plane level is very easy and not funny. The bosses are garbage. Serious, that don't have nothing good and seems more with a bad version of Crash 3. Crash Nitro Kart is a mediocre game. While Team Racer had a true sensation of velocity, Nitro Kart don't have nothing sensation, nothing adrenaline, the controls are bad, the story are weak, Emperor Velo isn't a good villain, the characters design are strange, look at this ending, what's happening with Cortex head, what the fuck? The only good thing about this game is your soundtrack, cause beside that, Nitro Kart is a poor version of Team Racing. Look, I know that I will receive hate on this moment, but yeah, Crash to Insanity is a bad game. He even is beautiful technically with illumination effects and great textures, but his gameplay is horrible. It only not is worse than Crash 1, cause on the first game you don't have slide and body slam. If not were for that, I would speak quietly that to Insanity have the worst gameplay of the franchise. On Crash Bandicoot 3, the gameplay was fluid, a great evolution of Crash 1 and Crash 2 that already had a fluid gameplay, but on Crash 3 that was improved. Even Crash Wrath of Cortex, that was a rewind of Crash 3, still had a fluidity on your gameplay, but in Insanity is strange, is stuck. I don't know how somebody can like the gameplay of this game. Apart from that, they nerfed the Aku Aku. On old games, if you take the mask 3 times, you stayed invincible, but in Insanity, you can die to nitro boxes, same staying invincible. Apart from that, bro, this game is all buggy and you
Venus,
can...
Crash Insanity is an incomplete game. Have much deleted content. This is not developers' fault. If they had more time, Crash Insanity would be a better game.
Yeah, I know that, but if don't exist, what we have is the final version of the game. Saying that don't be developers' fault, the game have problems that don't have on old games, so yes, Insanity is lower than Naughty Dog games. Now you talk about tag team racing. The gameplay is good, but the platform sections are trash. The level design is poor and made of boring manner. The soundtrack is horrible. I don't unable like the songs of the game. The race sessions are weak. You stay more time shooting or merging than racing. And anyway, this game deserves to sink into oblivion.
Oblivion!
Now I'll give to you one more reason for hate me. Crash of Titans was the best game after Crash 3. Yeah, look, saying that being many different of previous game, it's not bad. I like the change same preferring the old games. Crash of the Titans is a complete game, with a good gameplay, good story, good characters except tiny tigers. It's a game that same having changed a lot of things and continued being a good game. Even not is a masterpiece, but what he proposes to do, he does good. But Mind Over Mutant? This is a trash. The game tried to force a semi-open world, but he does stay cool like to Insanity. The soundtrack is generic, the cutscenes are made with many animation styles, but isn't good. I beat the game multiple times in my childhood. I played this one again to make this video. I wanna see things like the 3D model of Embryo, the scene of an engine holding that stuff, or I don't know what was that. The game introduced a new mechanic that just leave the game more boring. In short, this game sucks.
Okay, but Coco from this game is so hot.
Now think about everything that have the worst in actual game industry and unique game. It's Crash Team Rumble, easily the worst Crash Bandicoot game, except Boom Bang for Nintendo DS. One only online game costing $30 with Battle Pass and recycled elements for other games, in that case if on Crash Bandicoot 4, and don't have nothing to say about the game. I say just actual game, nothing more. Ready? Is the reason cause except the Crash Bandicoot 4, every game after Naughty Dog are bad. You happy? Now, I'll play other game. Bye.